sure we don't mess up with this. Shit. Oh my god, that was like the dumbest shit. Like, for real. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I already filled this up? I did. That was dumb. Mm. Well, oregano oil is good for everything, so. Oh, I hate. Oh, shit. I did not know. I'll put some of that out there. I did not know. You know, that was real stupid of me. You know what? We're going to keep all the fucking bloopers. Whatever. Alright, well, this is oregano oil. Shoot. Damn, that was dumb. Alright, now I don't know how y'all do, but always date 225, 23, whatever. We're just gonna rock that. Damn, that was the stupidest shit. I swear. Get some now. Alright, I'll put a tag on that soon. Damn, that was real stupid. Since I made such a mess with that. Damn, no I didn't. Stupid. Alright, let's try this again. Ain't taking the fucking bloopers out. Alright. So now, next is, this was oregano oil, okay? Next is the oregano with the Everclear. I'm trying to think which bottle. I guess I could put it in like one of these, I guess. I didn't really use one of these. But I'll tell you this. In my spiritual protection go bag, I carry all my stuff with me. You know what I mean? Like stuff that I need. Like this is my wild lettuce. Here's my oregano oil. I carry this with me because you just never know. Clove oil. I carry this because you never know if you need it. And I'm gonna carry this with me as well. All right, so I think I left it over in the corner. This has been keeping since last May. And because I don't have another one of those little strainers, I get them strainers from the dollar store. They come with a big one that I use for my kitchen, and I mean kitchen sink, and then they have the tiny one that I use in my funnels. But that one's washed and it's drying right now. Now with the Everclear, I don't mix like that being wet and it has to dry. I won't use that for this only because I don't want any water getting in it, which, you know, I don't want to do that. So, and this is because I don't have my other funnel either. This is a regular coffee filter. Now, I'll use these for the coffee. I'll use these for a funnel sometimes, just because, and I'll do it with anything with alcohol in it, because that seems to go through quicker than anything with oil. You see what I'm saying? So, hold on a minute. I'm not gonna make it go down further than that. And literally, I just pour it in. Now this is this isn't a wide mouth. I'm trying to think, I don't even know. You know what, I probably could just put it in another wide mouth. I could do that and then transfer it to this. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. I got a lot of jars, but I need to get more simply because I use so many different things, you know what I mean? I really do. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Like it don't even matter. And I'm only doing this because my other one is drying. And I left the other funnel in my car because I did some work on site at a client's house, and it fell out the bag, and I don't know, I picked it up and left it in there. So like I said, this is oregano in Everclear. This was dried oregano. This wasn't fresh. So you see that green color? Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Normally if I had, and I don't have no more rubber bands either, so I just gotta hold it. You see how quick that goes through? That's why I utilize these like this so quick, so much. And behind you'll see my apothecary back here. This is only what? 1, 2, that's the third tier. I got 3 more tiers up top. But and keep in mind while this is draining, before you do any work, you need to burn something to cleanse your space. I've already, before I turned the video on, I did use my Florida water, but I like to always make sure I have something burning like smoke. You can use your charcoal disc and burn something, or you can use something else. Now this is sage. That's sage. So I'll burn that while I'm doing it. This is for protection, and this is for my ancestors, you know, just to make sure, you know, everything is good. You always got to protect yourself. Always, anytime you're doing any work, you always got to protect yourself. So, and behind, in this area over here, let me turn the camera. This is where I'll be starting to, this is actually my grow table. This is where I'll be starting to do a lot of my stuff that I'm going to be growing. You know, you see the turmeric here, but that's for me. And, you know, so this table, like I said, in my kitchen, I redid. I'm in the process of redoing my home to make it functional for me. Meaning, it's just me and my 15-year-old. We don't really need a kitchen table. This table had a double leaf in it, and it was for when my daughter was here. My oldest daughter was here with the grands, so it was enough seating for all of us. But now that they're not here, it's like I don't need all that space. So I just took the double leaf out. I did keep it. And I'm just making this a grow table. This is where I do a lot of my videos when I'm doing stuff or when I'm, making something or whatever the case may be. So that's what I use this for now. Now, this is the, like I said, the oregano with the Everclear. I have a few more things that I'll be making or refilling or whatever, and you guys can watch as well. The spiritual protection go bag, this bag here, is on the website. That'll be linked in the bottom in the comments. earthbaitbotanica.com. It's where spiritual meets wellness. So you're going to get a lot of spiritual stuff, and you'll get a lot of wellness things as well. Detox teas, different types of herbs. It's a little bit dabbling. I'm not really sure if I'm going to put all my stuff up there, but it'll be some things. But it's going to be a lot of spiritual stuff as well. When you go on, depending on what your modality is, you'll know exactly what you're going to get and who it's for, whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I said I would just go ahead and just, bring you guys along. And keep in mind, I'm going to hold this. Always, like, for myself, because I have so much stuff in terms of like a lot of herbs and stuff from my apothecary, I also have a lot of wellness recipes, so to speak, as well as spiritual recipes. Please make sure you keep a book of all of your stuff. You know what I mean? Like right now I'm in the process of, I bought new journals, and I'm in the process of transferring everything. Because a lot of times, if I'm thinking about something or somebody comes across, I have a client that's, they need something for whatever. I may, jot down what I want to give them, and then I'll just label it, and I'll put the, the ailment, and then go from there, or something spiritual. I'll say, oh, okay, you know what, like, matter of fact, I may have just say I'm getting ready to do I'm going to re-up on my protection oil, because I don't know what I did. I went to my client's house, like I said, I must have left it. But anyway, and I'm going to refill that, but now I'm going to add more herbs to it, because I'm like, oh shoot, I could add this, I can add that, you know what I mean? So I keep a log of everything, and I have several journeys journals that I have that's just for, one's for spiritual stuff and one's for health and wellness. So that's how I do it, and I don't care what nobody say. You can't remember everything, so I keep, and then also you got to get used to having things recorded, because if something goes down, the grid goes down, you have nothing, but the internet. If you don't have it, what do you want to refer to? I don't care how much you think you got in your brain. Nah, I like to have my stuff down, because I can go back, sift through it. Oh, okay. And then, like for myself, I carry a lot of my stuff on me nowadays. This is why I created this spiritual protection go bag. This is one of 4 different bags. They'll be on the website most likely this month or early March. But I carry a lot of my stuff with me, because I never know. I mean, my granddaughter, we were out, and she complained of a toothache. So I went ahead and grabbed the clove oil, gave her a drop or 2 on her tooth. Within about 15 minutes, she was good to go. You know what I mean? Versus her sitting there, oh my gosh. And also, I'll take, and this is why I take oregano oil and oregano tincture with me, because you never know. Like in her case, I also backed up after the clove oil maybe like 20 minutes, I gave her some oregano oil in the same tooth so we could rid it from any infection. You know what I mean? So it's really good to have stuff on hand, especially when you might be out, you're not near a store to buy some Tylenol or anything. I keep stuff on for pain. I have something for um, just ailments. Put it like that. Yeah, so I try to keep stuff on me because you just never know, especially when it comes to kids. You don't ever want a child to be, you know, um, in distress, and Tylenol sometimes, they can take it, but it may not work right away, or, whatever the case is. So I try to always go as natural as I possibly can, and again, like I said, it's all about having everything I need right on hand. Because again, you just never know. I was just telling my daughter, she was like, "Mom, like, I have that little 3-tier thing or 2-tier thing in the bathroom over the toilet." And she was like, "Mom, like, what is, like, is this all of your stuff?" I use predominantly, mostly all of my natural products that I make, from cleansing pads for my face, facial oil, which is here, which has been, I did this, April 29th, and today, that's April of last year. This has been sleeping almost a year. And I mean, infusing for almost a year. And toothpaste, mouthwash, I mean, everything, deodorant. I use everything that I make. Everything I put on my website, I use all of it. Absolutely. And have been doing this for, my oldest is 28, probably about 30 years. Literally. I got into herbalism. Um, I met a herbalist in Philly, and because I had been doing stuff and never really, really thought about why I was doing things, because I didn't have anybody in my family that was a herbalist. But once I started getting in alignment with my purpose, and other people, they just start, spirit just started bringing people to me, having people in my path. So that's how I learned a lot of my stuff, and then I just studied from there. And, like I said, I've always had herbs, always. Um, so, I just started doing protocols for people. Probably, what's this, 2023? Probably, like, I've always done protocols, but I've always done them on a, like, no fee basis, Now it's more so because a lot of the herbs I use, I mean, they're coming in from either Africa, Congo, Nigeria, Cuba, Argentina. I mean, it's just all kind of stuff. India, like, things are coming in, but they're expensive. So now it's like, I gotta charge, for the services. I don't be beating people in the head, because herbalists, just the consultations can be $300, $400, and it's like, nah, you pay for your consultation, and then I just, give you a price for everything. I don't do that, because that's the biggest thing. I always felt like, I wanted people to be able to have access to holistic products. So I'm like, I'm not going to deny nobody. I don't care if I have to see you on a sliding scale fee. It doesn't matter. It just don't matter. I will make sure you'll get what you need, spiritually, holistically. It doesn't matter. So yeah. So that I just want to make sure that it's everybody has access, because that's the problem. By us not, they're not allowing insurance to pay for this. Then it's a whole different ballgame. Well, there's people that will do it, for you, but you have to. I mean, they really charge a lot, and I'm like, nah, it's not that serious. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm even able, that I'm even given a gift to be able to do this. So that's what that is. But let's see how we're coming along here. A cheesecloth would be easier, but for me, you know, I just literally, I work with whatever I got next to me at the moment. I really do. So it's neither here nor there. All right. Now that I will throw out. And this right here. Yeah, so like I said, I try to, you know, offer it to people. And everybody thinks, oh, well, you know, it's supposed to be free. And it's like, okay, I get what you're saying. But you know what? When I am getting products, I mean, you know, especially herbs and stuff, oh my gosh, stuff is expensive. And you've got to also be mindful of where your stuff is being sourced from also. Are they sourcing it properly? You know, like they had that big issue with sea moss. People are growing it in a pool and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, come on, bro, you gotta be kidding me, you know. Now that yielded about what, 200 ml, which ain't bad. What's that? That's 12. So that's a little older, maybe 6.5 ounces. That's not bad, you know. Now I'll fill up these 1.5 ounce jars. I'll keep one on me. I will have some up here and I'll put them on the website. So, you know, if y'all want some. Because regardless to the fact, oh, I don't think I want to do this because I don't want to be messing up nothing. I got to get that smaller funnel. I don't think I have it. I do. I do have one. Hold on, let me look. I do. This is a little one too. Oh, before somebody asks me what these are um, these towels right here are shop towels. This is what they use in like the uh, what are they called? Mechanics, you know, and stuff, because they absorb very well. So that's why I use them, and I like them too. Okay. And you know what? You'll start getting a lot of stuff. You know, your supplies and stuff. You just gotta hold on to them. All right, now here we go. Let's see if this will work. It probably will. There we go. Perfect. I spilled a little bit, but it's all right. Now you can use this sublingually under your tongue. Me personally, I'm first of all, I don't drink alcohol, and it actually burns the hell out of me. So I won't put it under my tongue. But the way I do use it is if I will put it in one dropper or whatever you're doing in a cup and just make enough water to fill the bottom, squeeze it in here, swirl it, and then put it in your mouth. Let it sit for about a minute, and you know, put it under your tongue because that's where it's supposed to be, and then go from there. You know, and that's how I use it. So here you go. Look at that color. Isn't that nice? You can't see it. You can see a little bit of the green. But yeah, so that's one for myself. And I'll put that in my bag. Now this will be what I call the master bottle. So that's good. It's okay. Now I could by right put some back in here and let it steep with this, but I don't need to because this has been sitting for over a year. All right, so we'll just leave this as is. The next one I'm going to do is my protection oil. Now, I have, you know what, I got one that's already open. Hold on. Okay, now, now don't get me wrong. When you're first starting out in your spiritual journey and making stuff, people tend to use a lot of olive oil, which is cool because olive oil is good. I don't use olive oil for everything. I use it for specific stuff. But I now use coconut oil. Now people say, oh, you can use fractionated, but if you know about coconut oil, and I use any oil but olive oil for stuff like this, for my protection oils and stuff that I'm gonna put on my body, because olive oil tends to go rancid quick. And I mean quick, like within a couple months. So I use coconut MCT oil. And this is good for people that are allergic to coconut oil, because in the MCT oil, they take a few of the molecules out, do the research on which ones, but it's not as allergic. People don't complain of being allergic so much. So here's my, this is my protection blend. This is on the website as well. Now, I will, once again, I'm going to remake the oil, and I will keep a bottle of this on me at all times, because I apply it in the morning before I walk out the house. I need to be protected. So I will apply it on my hands, on the back of my neck, okay, and on the soles of my feet. Now, to tell you a second part about the back of your neck, anytime you apply anything on you on the back of your neck, you need to make sure, or even if you don't have protection oil, you can always put perfume back there, because anything sweet is going to attract, positive energy or positive entities, put it like that. In the back of the neck is where a lot of our negative energy lies. If you have a lot of hair, also that's even worse. And evil eye sits back there. So I will just, and that's just me putting it in here like this. And this has a variety of stuff. I utilize rue. Rue is a big one for me in terms of oil. And again, like this, like for me, I utilize this as a protection, all-purpose protection oil. And see, this is me making a big mess, but I can use this because, see, once again, this was alcohol in this, so it's all right. We don't waste nothing. Yeah, this is dry, but let's see, I don't even know if this is all gonna fit through here. That wasn't smart. Yeah, in your travels, you'll well, yeah, I guess it is kind of smart because it keeps it contained. And I make sure, I like to have stuff in my oils because I like stuff to keep infusing. I really do. So a lot of people, they don't like that. I do. I like all of my stuff to infuse, all of it. Because at the end of the day, I need to be protected at all costs, no matter what. And I like to make sure I utilize really good herbs And that's probably about all I don't need no more than that. That's good enough. Now one thing I will do, because this does have sage in it. It does. So I don't have to do it. But I will put some oil in here. But I also, and I'm using, like I said, I use this oil because I'm putting this on my skin, you know? Like I put it on my skin. Now, one thing that I do, I put like a light coconut scent. This is a coconut essential oil in a lot of my oils now because, you know, we use them for dual purposes. You can use this as a perfume if you want, which I do, you know, but I always like to make sure I, you know, I have a scent. I don't have to have a scent, but, you know, I like to make sure I do have one, so, and that's all I do. That smells good, too. Yeah, that's all I do. Now, I'll label that. I'll label it for myself, you know. Now, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. Absolutely. I don't have problems too much because people always say, oh, well, when you try to put it on, does, you know, a little piece. Sometimes the herbs come out. I don't care. It's all right by me. I'm cool with that. Okay, so, yeah, we'll save this. The next oil that I want to do is, this is my last one, is, where's the bottle at? Oh, shoot, I got to get another one. Is my facial oil. Now, this facial oil has been steeping for since, like I said, April of last year. So that's, what's that? That's almost a year. I had a bottle. Again, even in the bathroom, this is High John, the coconut oil. But even in the bathroom, I utilize these small ones because it's so much easier for me to put them up on my, you know, my what you call. So let me see which one. Where's my? Hold on, wait a minute. Give me a second. I gotta see. Get some more oil. And you know what, too? Let me tell you. When in the clutch. Go to the dollar store. They got these little bottles. I utilize them. Yes, I do. Because if I'm gonna, if I run out of something and I can't get, you know, to something real quick, I will make sure that I will pick up some stuff at the dollar store. Dollar store is coming up. Now, this is something else I forgot to tell you I was gonna do. This little bottle here, again, I got this from dollar store too. This bottle here, I'm gonna put the same protection stuff in it, and I'm gonna cover it with some black candle wax. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that now. I might as well just do it while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Let me see something. Let's do it like we did the last time. And this is a little bottle, so you got to be careful with what you're putting in it, because them big pieces, I could probably do this better, but whatever. It goes in there, though. It surely does. Yeah, so I try to always, and this little bottle here, I'm gonna put in my my vehicle because I like to make sure that you know, I'm protected. I mean, for real. I don't even play the games. You know, you be online, people they be, you know, plotting on you and shit, which I don't even understand why you would even be doing all that, but hey, whatever. You like it, I fucking love it. But yeah, so always stay protected. If you don't do nothing else, you have to protect yourself. Because it's people out here that they don't like how you look, they don't like what you sound like, they want to, you know, argue with you about what your knowledge is. I mean, it's a real whole bunch of extra shit with people. So you know, I just try to make sure that I stay as protected as possible. Because people, they'll have a whole bunch of craziness that goes along with them. Trying to make you feel, you know, like you don't know what you're talking. Like, I don't even go back and forth with folks. For what? I don't know you. You don't know me. Leave me alone. And even if you do know me, leave me the hell alone. I'm on my path, you're on yours. Do your thing. I'm like really making a lot of mess here. And that's only because I don't have all the stuff. I left, like I said, I left. Some of the stuff is still in my bag, my travel bag. But it's okay. I ain't worried about it. But all right, so here we go with the protection herbs. Now I will cover this. I will do my prayers over everything. Cover it with black wax so I know it's gonna seal, and I'll put it right in my truck. However I'm gonna do it. Okay, so we got that. All right, we gotta wash this. And I'm definitely not wasting nothing. So this will be all right. Don't worry about that. Okay, so here we go with this oil. I need another one of these because I really should have. I'm trying to think. I guess I could use this just to filter through. I really didn't want to use this though. You know what? Let's do this. Okay. Now, there is a fair amount of, and I don't even care about having this stuff in it. It is a fair amount of, look, herbs at the top. That part don't really bother me. It really don't, because this ain't gonna do nothing but just sit in there for my face. Look at me. I'm just terrible today. But it's okay. At the end of the day, that's a nice little blend too. And again, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't waste nothing. You know, anything I got or whatever. But this, like I said, this is almost a year old, you know, infusing. So I will label those. I'll rinse them off a label. Now, because that's just, you know, I guess I could just leave it as the master bottle. I guess I could do that and just leave it and let it continue infusing. Because at the end of the day, you know, just, I guess you could just leave it as is. Why not? You know, why transfer it? Leave it in the bottle it's in. And then go from there. Now, this is for my face. This is what I use. In the wintertime, I will wash my face at night and utilize this at night just so my skin is good. And then in the morning, I might put a little bit on if it's really cold out because I don't like my face all greasy. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Now, this won't have no scent. I might put something in that. And it might be something like a, I don't know, maybe like a rose, gardenia, something like that. Maybe a little bit of lavender, something. I'm not worried about that just now, just right now though. And that's it. So if you have any questions about anything that I re-upped on or made or whatever, you know, put the questions at the bottom of the, in the comments. And the website will be up there as well. So if you want something, just let me know. And, you know, we'll hook you up. All right? Take care. Peace.